So today we're doing balance. We're going to go through our base of support, our center of gravity, and a bunch of different exercises dealing with the head and cranium area to help us improve balance and prevent falls. All right. So first we normally do a little warm up. All right. Let's just rock side to side a little bit. You can reach for the floor, but you don't have to touch the floor. All right, just a little reach and reach. Good. So as we're reaching, let's do a little inhale through your nose as you go down. All right. Exhale through your mouth as you come up. So we inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Do it at your own pace. About 20 more seconds here. Good. Get one more breath in there, one more reach to the side. All right, sitting up tall. Let's rock forward and backward a little bit. All right, so pretend you're in a rocking chair. Keep your eyes forward, your chin neutral. Good, so we're not letting that chin dip down right now. We're just keeping your head forward. All right, rock it forward and backward like you're in a rocking chair. Good. Now, if we're going to add some breathing, if you want to, all right, I know it's something more to think about. As you come forward, we're going to inhale. As you come back, we'll exhale. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. And I like to, as you inhale, think about through your nostrils, breathing through your nose. Just a little warm-up exercise. Good. Leaning forward, coming back. Let's get one more time. Good. And relax. One more motion here, twist. We're going to do some of these same motions with a little variation later. But for our warm-up, we're just put these hands together, point to one side and point to the other side. Again, keeping your head forward for right now. We're just warming up, not trying to lose our balance just yet. We'll challenge it later. Good. Side to side. Point to the one side, point to the other side while you sit up tall. All right. Looking good. And last one each side. Good. Hands back on the laps here. I like to start off waking our brain up with a little coordination. How about it? We like that coordination exercise, yeah? So let's put your left hand up in the sky out to the side. Good. And back down. Your right hand up to the other side and back down. All right, nice and easy. Up, down, up, down. All right? Now, who remembers the movie Wizard of Oz? What's Dorothy do when she says, "No, there's no place like home"? She clicks those heels, right? All right? So we're going to reach up, click your heels, reach up the other side, click your heels. Each time you reach in, you click, 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 click. Good. Now, when your hand is not reaching, it's simply going to tap your belly button. Okay? So we reach, tap your belly button, reach, tap your belly button. Now, what do we do each time we reach? Oh my goodness, that's three things to think about at the same time. Click, click, click. Are we getting it?
Yes.
The purpose is to confuse you a little bit. All right, it should be challenging, so don't get frustrated. Just give it a try. We have 5 more seconds. Reach, tap, click. And relax. Good. I hope we got a couple smiles there. I see some back there. Good. All right. Again, the purpose is to be challenging, so it's okay if you don't get it. But the goal is to wake up the brain, make new patterns that you're not used to moving. So we're going to start with our balance, our base of support, which is our feet. All right. Let's pretend your foot is a coin falling down on the ground. So just the outer edges of the coin hit the ground, similar to how your shoes just the outer edges of your shoe is going to roll around. Just do 1 foot at a time. We'll roll the outside, front, inside, back. Roll it around like it's a coin falling onto the ground. 3, 2, 1, and change direction. Try the other side. The bottom of your foot, we just trace the outside perimeter of it around in a circle motion. Nice work, looking good. And take a break, shake out that foot. Whew. Let's try the other leg, all right? The outside of your foot is going to roll around in a circle motion. Did everybody have breakfast today?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And get one more circle there. We'll change direction the other way. Edge, go slow as you need to, or as fast as you want to, but the goal is to make sure each part of the outside of your shoe touches the ground. Good. And take a little break there, shake it out. Ooh. Good, so inside your shoe, your slipper, your sandals, whatever you're wearing, we're going to try to spread those toes out and then crunch those toes together. All right, so your toes spread out, toes crunch together. Toes spread out and crunch. 2 more times, spread your toes out, crunch them together, spread your toes out, and crunch them together. Good, see if you can wiggle those toes around in your shoe a little bit, like you're waving to somebody with your toes. Can anybody pick something up off the ground with their toes?
I never tried.
No? Yeah, that's something to work on. Give you something to do while you're watching TV. A commercial comes on. Just take your shoe off. Maybe try to pick up a little towel or something you have laying around, a little piece of paper. Give you a little challenge to do throughout the day. All right, so more range of motion with our feet. We're going to point your toes in together. Does anybody know what you call this? Kind of slang term, pigeon-toed. Good. And then when our toes point away from each other, what do we call that? Duck walk. Has anybody heard of the people that walk their toes out? Call it duck walk. All right. So we're gonna kind of hop with your feet, toes together. Hop with your feet, toes out. Toes together and toes out. Looking good. Toes together and toes out. And together and out. Good. Now let's go both toes to your right, and then both toes towards your left. Good. Left, right. There we go. Side to side. Twist. What sport does this feel like? Skiing. Yeah, so we have skier. One more each side. Good. So we're going to do those same motions in the air. Okay, if you lift your legs straight, you might need to hold on to your chair, but wherever you feel comfortable, we'll go toes pointing in and toes pointing out. Toes in, toes out. Toes in, toes out. Looking good. Good rotations. A lot of hips, a little ankle. One more time each direction. Good. What was the second thing we did earlier? A little short-term memory. We call it skiers, right? Both toes one way, both toes the other way. There we go. Side to side. Skiing down the hill. Which mountain are we going to ski? Killington? Where are you guys skiing? Deer Valley? Deer Park? All right, take a break there. Good work. Last exercise for our base of support until we stand up. We're going to rock your heel to your toe and then your toe to your heel. So we're just nice and slow, 1 inch at a time. Roll forward, roll back. See if you can slow down that motion. Getting all those little muscles in your feet and ankles today. Has anybody ever rolled their foot on a tennis ball or lacrosse ball, softball? It feels good. Gets stretches in there where you're not usually stretching. If you ever have tired feet or sore feet, need a little circulation, get a tennis ball out and just put your foot on top of it and get a little roll. Make sure you're sitting when you do that. Don't try to stand on it. And take a little break there. Good. Shake those feet out. All right. So we're moving up to our center of gravity. All right. That's usually right around the belly button area is your center of gravity. So as you lose balance, your center of gravity tilts to the front or side of your base of support, your feet. All right. So we're going to work on keeping that center of gravity right over your feet. Now, if you lean over, we did this earlier, and reach for the floor, that's an easier version. Yeah. So to make it more difficult, we're going to put our hands at shoulder level. Okay? So if your hands are up at shoulder level, we lean to one side. Now your elbows are basically reaching for the ground. But because your hands are higher, there's more weight above our center of gravity. Yeah. So now we're going to change some of the momentum. As you reach to one side, we're going to take 2 bounces. 1, 2. We'll go to the other side. 1, 2. Looking good. Back to the start. 1, 2. Other side. 1, 2. Good. Tap, tap. Looking good. We should be synchronized dancers. Everyone's doing it at the exact same time. All right, now to make it even more difficult, we'll reach those hands above your head. If your shoulder has pain, just stop there. You don't have to go the whole way up. But the higher you go, the more difficult it is. All right? Remember, feet flat on the floor. Make sure you have a good base of support here so we don't lose our balance in your chair. We'll go one side, other side, like we're in a roller coaster. Whoa. Whoa. Good. All right, now we'll add the 2 pulses. All right, next side we go to, we're going to go tap, tap, other side, tap, tap, looking good, tap, tap, good. That rib cage comes up, we stretch, stretch. Let's go a couple more times each side. Remember, this is the difficult one. If it's too hard, too much, just keep your hands at shoulder level. One more time each side, tap, 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 good. So we're hitting those oblique muscles, quadratus, your back. All right, feeling good. Let's go forward and backward. Again, we warmed up a little bit with this, but we're going to make it more difficult now. Feet are planted on the ground. Let's put your hands on your elbows. All right, and we're just going to reach those elbows towards your knees. Again, try to keep your eyes on me, head neutral. And then sit back. Now as you sit back, we're going to reach your rib cage to the sky. Good. So we're coming forward, and we're coming back. Leaning forward, sitting back. Good. If you want to include your breathing, I forgot to mention that on the last one. So we exhale on the way back up. Good. When we're stretching, it's backward, but right now we're increasing a little bit of strength. All right, so inhale, exhale when you're exerting the force to keep that tummy tight and spine in place. Exhale. Inhale. Let's add our 2 pulses. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. It's a lot to think about if you're moving and breathing and squeezing. But we're just getting some activity here. Looking good. All right, how do we make that more difficult? Bring your more weight away from the center of gravity. How about hands at shoulder level? All right, you can touch your shoulders if you feel weird waving, but wherever you feel, hands at shoulder level. We come forward twice, back twice. Good. Tap. And tap. That's it. Good. Remember, if you want to breathe, it's exhale on the way up. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. 2 more times each direction. Last one. Good. All right. How do we make it more difficult? Hands up in the air. Good job. All right. So our hands are up. Again, if that shoulder hurts, you don't have to go as high, but the higher we go, the more difficult we have. We'll come forward, 2 taps, leaning back. It feels like we're praising. Ooh, there we go. Forward, forward, back, back. Let's add the breathing. We inhale, exhale. Good. If your back gets tired, your abdominal muscles get tired, fatigued, just take a little break. You can hop back in if you're ready. We have 2 more each direction. Last one. And take a little rest. You can lower those arms down. Woo. So we did side to side. We did forward, backward. What's the last motion we did when we warmed up? If we're using the same pattern. Remember we twisted, right? A little short-term memory. Try to keep you thinking. All right, so the easy version is the one we started with the warm-up. We just twist side to side here. Good, we point to one side, point to the other side. We can add a little difficulty with the 2 pauses. All right, bump, 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 bump. Good. Now we'll add a little bit more difficulty by extending those hands out. All right, 2 taps. 2 taps. All right. That's it. Nice tall posture. Your crown of your head is going to the sky. Now, if you want even more difficulty, this is our last one. As you twist to the side, we're going to open up that hand. All right? Now, if you get dizzy, just keep your head forward. If you're okay, you don't usually get dizzy with movement, try to look at that hand that moves back. All right, we'll reach to the other side. Tap, tap. Other side, tap, tap. Good, 2 pulses. Tap, tap. And if you get dizzy, just keep that head forward. You don't have to look at it. But if you don't get dizzy, you're all right with movement. Follow that hand that reaches back. Let's get 2 more on each side. Nice tall spine, crown to the ceiling. Finish up last one here. All right. Good. So that was our center of gravity. All right, we got our base, we got our center. Does anybody remember the last thing I said we were going to do?
Lay down and sleep.
Lay down and sleep. That wasn't it. Head and cranium, all right? Head and cranium area. So we have our eyes, our vision. The more you work on your vision, the stronger your eye muscles are. The more you see around you, the less we may trip on. Okay, so we're going to work on a couple eye exercises here. The first one is just a square. So if you keep your head facing forward, don't let your head move, your eyes are going to trace a square around the room. Just your eyes are looking around the room in a square. All right, as slow or as fast as you feel comfortable. Get 1 more square, and then we'll change direction. Go the opposite way now. Up, down, across. Up, over, across. I said up, down. Up, over, down, over, up. Slow or as fast as you feel comfortable, but the goal is a big range of motion. All right, take a little break there. So you might feel a little fatigue in those eyes. They're not used to moving them that way. All right, so we're not going to do too much of it, but that's something you can do every once in a while throughout the day. Just a little movement there. Make some different shapes, maybe triangles, circles, okay? This time, we're just going to open and close your eyes. All right, nice and easy. So we open your eyes, close your eyes. Open nice and wide, close them tight, open up, and close them. Now to make it more difficult, as you open your eyes, we'll look to your right. As you close your eyes, we'll look to the left. All right? So open, look that side. Close, look at that side with your eyes closed. Open, closed, open, closed. Now we'll change it up. When your eyes are open, we'll look to your left. When your eyes are closed, we'll look to your right. Open, close, open. It takes some concentration. One more time, open and closed. Woo! Has anybody ever done exercises with your eyes? Maybe at the doctor's? Good. All right, last one we're going to do for your vision is a peripheral vision. Okay? So let's put those hands in front of you just to start out. You can see your hands, right? Look at your hands. Now keep your head forward. Go slowly. All right, you might need to wiggle your fingers a little bit. And keep going until you can't see your hands. They come out of your vision. That's our peripheral vision, right? Can't see my hands anymore. That's where you stop. And then we come back into your vision. Good. Keep your eyes forward and out of your vision. And into your vision just a little bit. You can see it out there. How far can you go? And then out of your vision. Can't see it anymore. Bring it in and out. One more time. In and out. Good. That's a good one for driving too. See the animal crossing the street or a car coming, might be running an intersection. You can see it out of your peripheral vision. Good for safety, right? Let's do one more up and down. So hands out in front of you. One hand on top, one hand on bottom. We'll raise those hands up nice and slow until you can't see them anymore. Keep your eyes forward. You can't look up or down. Eyes are forward. And when you can't see them anymore, that's when we stop. We'll move them back together. Good. Just a little bit until you can see them. We're not coming the whole way together. We're going to challenge that vision. Pull it apart. Pull it together. Good. Pull it apart. Pull it together. Good. One last time. Hands apart and hands together. Good. And relax. Woo! Our eyes are going to have muscles bulging out of them. Good. All right, ears and hearing. So there's 3 tubes in your ears that help you with balance, right? They're full of fluids. So the more we move around, the more fluid the fluid is. The more the fluid moves, all right, keeping you kind of in tune. So we're just going to do a little head movement side to side. Not too big, but a little bit faster than you normally would move. All right, that head's just tilting left and right. Good, that's one tube. Take a break. And we can go forward and backwards, so you're nodding yes. All right, not too big. A little small nod, but we're faster than you would normally nod. Okay? Get that fluid moving.
Like one of those bobble things.
Yes, yeah, like a little bobblehead. Good. So we went side to side, forward, backward. What's the last one we did earlier with our torso? Twisting, yep. So not too big, just a little twist, but faster than you would normally twist. Good. Get that fluid moving in your ears. You can't hear it. It moves real slow, but it tells your body where it is in space. Called a proprioceptor. And take a little break there. Good. All right. So those were 3 basic movements from the tubes. We're going to do a quick bounce. All right. We remember bouncing before. So this is good for your lymphatic system to get some of the waste products out of your body. But it's good for digestion. So we're only going to do it for 10 seconds. All right. And we're just going to kind of bounce on your sit bones. You can put your hands on your chair to help you bounce. And we're just going to go up and down. You don't have to go very big or very hard, but just bouncing for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. Nice and tall, tummy tight, squeezing like you're holding it in. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Okay. So that's a lot of exercise for a lot of different parts of your body. As we do them, you'll remember them and things that you can do when you're in your rooms or waiting for something, waiting for dinner. You can do some of those exercises as long as people aren't watching you and thinking you're weird, right? All right. So last thing we like to do is test out, see if it helped our balance. So when you're ready, take your time. We're going to get up and stand behind your chair. All right. Now we're going to do 3 different challenges here just to test our balance, see where we're at. All right, kind of an assessment. So you have the chair in front of you. You can use both hands, and you can use one hand. You can use your fingertips, or you don't even have to use it, but as long as you have it there in case you need it, that you can grab on. Okay? Our first exercise is feet as close together as you can. All right? It's okay if you can't go the whole way together, but see how close you can get them comfortably. And then we're going to close our eyes. Okay? Whenever you're ready, 20 seconds. Ready, set, eyes closed. Keep those hands nearby. All right? If you need to open your eyes, it's fine, but I'm counting from 20. All right? Try to hold that balance. If this is easy, maybe lift one hand off. And if that's still easy, maybe lift a couple fingers off. But have that chair there if you need it. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Open those eyes up. You can go back to your normal, comfortable stance. Did anybody feel that difficult? Feel yourself starting to wobble? Your eyes are your biggest proprioceptor. They tell your body, your brain, where it's at in space. So whenever you lose that, it's harder to balance, all right? So nice work. Our next one, we're going to try elevating your heels off of the ground. You don't have to do it yet, all right? But we're going to try spreading those toes out in your shoe, lift those heels up, and we're going to try to balance from there. Remember, you have the chair if you need it. One hand, two hands, or fingertips. Ready, set, lift up your heels. Good. Hold them up there. Hold those heels up. Good. You can keep your eyes open for this one. So you can use one hand. If that's easy, maybe lift a hand up. See if you can challenge yourself. Okay, this is a little muscle fatigue too if you're not used to holding your heels off of the ground. Almost there. Keep squeezing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, we saved the best for last. We're going to hold one foot in the air above your head. No, just kidding. Just 1 foot in the air, okay? So it can come off just simple inch or two off of the floor, or you can pull it out to the side, pull it in back, in front, wherever you're comfortable putting that leg. All right, but what you want to focus on is the foot that's on the floor. We'll spread those toes out, squeeze your rear end, squeeze your tummy, like you're in the ocean, a big wave is coming, and you don't want it to knock you over. You squeeze tight, right? And then we're going to focus on something that's not moving with your eyes. All right, you pick which foot you want to do first. Spread those toes out. Engage like a wave is coming. It's not going to knock us over. Ready, set, lift up your foot. Good. We're squeezing. Toes are spreading. Eyes are focused on something that's not moving. Halfway there. If it's easy, maybe go to 2 fingers. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Remember which foot you used. All right. We're going to try the other foot. Ready, set, go ahead, lift the other foot up. Toes are spread out. Abdominal core is engaged. Eyes are looking at something that's not moving. You have your chair there if you need it. Keep squeezing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that foot back down. Nicely done. Good balance. Go ahead and have a seat. We're doing great. Let me do a little cool down stretch, and then I'll tell you my joke of the day. I remembered to look one up today. I prepared a good one for you.
Let us judge.
You can judge. I didn't say great one. All right. So our cool down motion, we're going to go from a walk to a jog to a run. All right? So it's just a slow march, 1 foot at a time. The opposite arm moves forward and backward. Hands are open and relaxed. Now as we jog, we just pick up the pace and your arms move a little bit further. Not too fast yet. All right, the arms at 90 degrees, moving at the shoulder. All right, not chopping bread here with your elbows. Your whole shoulder's moving. You ready to go for a run? Let's go even faster. Good. And slow it back down to a jog. We don't want to overdo ourselves. Good. Slow it down to a walk. And pick it back up to a jog. Slow it back down to a walk. You ready for a run? 3, 2, 1. Let's go for our run. A little faster. And slow it back down to a jog. Good. There we go. We're changing our pace. 3 different paces. Back to a walk. There we go. Hands are open and relaxed. Eyes are looking forward. Sitting up tall in the chair. Take a nice deep breath where you're at. And go ahead and rest those hands on your lap. We'll do a couple stretches here. We got a nice stretch this morning. If anybody who came to the yoga class, we have some yogis here. Good. Let's grab that right knee. We're going to pull it up into the air. All right, get a little stretch there, a nice tall spine. While that is up, let's circle your foot. Good. And we'll circle the other way. Good. Take a nice deep breath. Can you pull that knee any higher? And slowly lower it down. Good. We'll straighten that leg out toward the floor here. And we're going to lean, same leg you just lifted. We'll lean forward, get a little stretch on the backside. Each time you exhale, you should relax that muscle, maybe stretch a little bit further. One more breath. Good. Slowly walk those hands back up your leg. We'll sit up tall. Bring your feet underneath of you. Let's get the other leg. We'll pull it up first. Give it a little hug there. Good. And give it a little circle with that ankle. Good. Try the other direction. Big range of motion. Oh. Good. Take a nice deep breath. Pull that knee up higher. Oh, good stretch, good hug. Lower that leg down. We'll straighten it out. We'll slowly reach down, stretching the backside of that leg. Who knows what the big muscle is behind your thigh?
Sciatica.
That's the nerve, right?
Oh, okay.
Gluteus is behind the hip. Yeah, we have the hamstring there too, right below the hip. Take a nice deep breath. Go a little further. As you exhale, relax and stretch. And then slowly walk it back up. The hands can help you. Good.
Feels good.
Last one here. One hand. Oh, let go. Right hand up to the sky. I try to start with the right hand as often as I can, but sometimes I forget. Other hand is down toward the floor. We're going to get those fingertips as far away from each other as you can. Stretch. Good. And then close those hands into fists and keep reaching them apart. Good. And one more time, open them and wiggle the fingers. Good. And back to your lap. Other side. Here we go. One hand up. Other hand down. Stretch those fingertips away from each other. Good. Ooh, you might have to turn your spine a little bit to reach them further. Good. Close your hands up. Get your knuckles far away from each other. And open those fingers and wiggle them. All right, back to your lap. So we're going to take 3 increasingly deeper breaths. All right, so the first one is a small breath. Second one is a bigger breath. Your third breath will be as much oxygen and air as you can fit into your lungs as you can. So stretching out those ribs. Ready? First breath is small. In and out. Good. Use those noses. Breathing in a little further. Breathing out your mouth. Good. Last one. See how much air you can fit into your lungs. Breathing in your nose. A little further. It's stretch. And exhale through your mouth. Good. Using all the oxygen we can. All right. Who's ready for a smile? I hope. Why aren't koala bears considered bears? There's a technical reason, but The real reason is because they don't have the qualifications. Oh, what a. Was that good?
Good.
Good? All right. Good.